based off an Instagram post I saw. We'll get the guy's name up there. I got to give him credit. But this guy sitting in his car, dude, and he was like, listen, dude, he's like, white people. He's like, what happened to you guys where you stopped making things like this? And then he cuts to In Too Deep by Sum 41.
Is it a black guy saying this?
Yeah, it's a black guy. He's like, why did you guys stop making this music? Why did you think we didn't want this from you? He goes, we don't need another white rapper at this point. He's like, we need you guys back in there. And I was like,
man. Need more of the NASCAR Aloes out there, dude.
Dude, listen, he's yeah, dude. You know, that's a lane, dude. Cheers to that, dude.
I love that, dude. That was dope.
But I was realizing this, dude, and it's funny because so as I was coming up with this idea, the thesis of my point was ultimately going to get to, and I have to spoil it here because I found I did some research, dude. But I was like, we basically need to bring back Warped Tour. I was like, dude, I don't think the country's going to really start healing. I think they still do
Warped Tours, bro. Don't they?
Dude, it's like just started coming back. They got it in DC and Long Beach, and I honestly
Phoenix
think of a gritty. Yeah, Phoenix would be great, but like Long Beach and DC, that's nice and gritty.
Yeah.
But I was like thinking about it, okay, and like it just got me on this whole nostalgia run. But like the beautiful thing about that era, and I think technology plays a huge part in this.
Yeah,
I really think this does. But like you got to picture there was a time when you would hear from a garage in a suburban neighborhood occasionally, dude, drum sets. And it would be an awful ska punk middle school, something band like that. And a lot of times they wouldn't make sense. It would be like a jock, a nerd, or like just, but they happen to play those instruments and they like would do that. But I guess what I'm getting at is like it was one of the last times I feel like that era of music where there was like actual music diversity.
Yeah.
And everything coexisted and people, no matter what they were, listened to a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I started looking at them, right? And where it was like, what things used to chart together, right? Listen to the coexistence that we used to have. Things that came out in the same year. In Too Deep by Sum 41.
Yep.
Same year as the real Slim Shady.
Okay.
MP. So, okay, like,
and that's 99?
And like, this is not to say, 01. So it's like, not to say that white guys like can't rap, but it's just like every white guy now, and except for like, I don't know what MGK is doing now, whatever you would call that. But but basically every white guy you see out right now is like either like, whoo, like some pop star Harry Styles or like, you know, like, or he's trying to rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't have that many guys in a band, or at least they're not getting the press that they used to.
You're right.
So these are all things. So The Middle by Jimmy Eat World, Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott.
Oh, yes.
Or Missy Elliott. Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott.
Great song, dude.
Same time.
Great
Charted
song.
at the same time. Released at the same time. Did well simultaneously. Numb and Into Club. Same year.
Yes. Wow.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day.
Yep.
Drop It Like It's Hot. Snoop Dogg.
Damn.
Same year.
Damn.
Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. Gold Digger, Kanye West. Same time. Move Along by the All American Rejects. Riding by Chameleonaire. Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical. When I was a young boy. Dude, Show Me What You Got. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, wow.
We used to coexist.
We did, dude.
And then one of the like last holdouts of that, I felt like, was MTV2. That was the last musical United Nations we ever really had.
MTV,
because that was one. MTV was, you know, and it was repeatable because you had TRL and you had countdown shows, and one or two things would change throughout the week, but they would stay consistent. MTV2 was Nelly, Sum 41, Missy, The Killers. It was just they would play anything. I mean, they had some shows that
there was more diversity,
but it was. And it was
just different
because it was curated at the time.
Yeah.
It was, people watch it. You were just like, oh shit, it's on. I'll give it a shot. Let's see what these white boys got.
Yeah,
or you're like, them franchise boys, I've never heard of
and
this.
you couldn't rewind it or go back. You just had
and you were just like, wow, you know what? Lean with it, rock with it. I do. I think I do identify with this in a weird way. And like that's why I think that's why we were born at a unique time, because we got to experience that. I think that's why there's not a genre that we would turn our nose up at, dude.
No.
There really isn't.
No. We talked about it earlier. Yeah, there's a few genres we'll stay away from, but like I think we said it earlier, it's like, if it sounds good, we'll listen to it, man.
Transitions that I know for a fact happened at one point on that channel, witness them with my nose. 50 Cent PIMP into Ocean Avenue.
Oh, damn.
Card, dude. And that's something, so brings me to my next point. The digitization of music.
Yeah.
So like the poster child of that is the iPod.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And like it gets a little demonized with depending on who you are in the music industry. But in a weird way, even though that's the poster child of like music digitization or whatever, and like where we're at now, like that's where like, oh, that's genesis of it. That was like one of the last pure and very diverse places of mixing grounds of music.
I agree.
Was iTunes, and it was because you paid for the songs.
Yep.
So you cared about everything that was on your playlist, and then they would do the free singles of the week. So maybe you fucked with it, maybe you didn't, but it put you on new people. So like that was like, it meant something to be the free single of the week. It wasn't like a throwaway thing. Imagine doing a promo like that now.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You're just another banner on the Spotify homepage. And here's who I think we should really be demonizing, dude. Pandora.
Just straight.
I think Pandora should be demonized, and I think it's actually fitting because, you know, like Pandora's box, right? You open it up. Honestly, I don't know the story, but I know some bad shit happened when they opened that up. But like, so it's called Pandora. But that was like the start, because iTunes was just like, all the shit, and it was what you liked and what came across your radar there for whatever reason.
Pandora just played you suggested.
Pandora was like, oh, you like Linkin Park? We'll play you only ska punk alternative music. And then you're like, okay, I guess that's what I like.
Yeah.
And then like you'd listen to other channels, but then it would be like, I can't listen to this one for as long, so I end up just running with the one that I can listen to. And I think it's siloed off. Siloed off music. And then
it's a good point.
Spotify, the closest thing we got. I mean, they give you my like songs. That's that's literally my Alamo.
Same.
That's my Alamo of music
downloaded, dude. Yeah,
because I can't listen their playlists.
No, yeah.
Listen, dude. If you're rocking with anything other than like your release radar, the one that's like curated off who you follow, like that's a good one at least on Spotify. But like, dude, they're like, oh, fresh new hits. It's like, fuck off, dude. I don't want to see any of these. Like, there's one good song on a 40 song playlist, maybe. One tolerable song, and it's just like you can't do it.
They try, but it never hits the same, dude.
Yeah, and so I guess that brings me back to, dude, like this guy's point. I think there's a pendulum swinging in the country, and I think one of the things that would really heal this country is white guys returning to make like 1985 by Bowling for Soup.
Yeah, that's a great. I do remember that.
Stacey's mom.
Stacey's mom was
Fountains
sick.
of Wayne. Anything by Blink-182. Yellow Card.
Sugar Ray, dude.
Think about the video of that guy that's like he's playing, the white guy's playing guitar and the hood guy in Florida with the gold teeth. He's like, bitch. He's like, my guys are numb, my face is numb.
It's sick. Dude.
We don't get moments like that anymore. We had Nelly and Tim McGraw.
Over and over again.
And now it's like, I don't know. I'll say Shabuzi was one of the most original.
Yeah, you had Morgan Wallen do the song with Moneybagg Yo. You know, there's a little bit of diversity.
Didn't hit the same.
It didn't hit the same, dude.
It didn't hit the same. And now, I will say, have you heard any of this Big X album? It's all country, dude.
Did not know that.
It's like him featuring country artists. It's a Big X, the country album. And it's just.
Pull up.
I think it's cool. There was some cool stuff on there, but I don't know what there's just something about it that seems like he was just like, yeah, this is probably the move, especially with my Texas thing and people are doing it. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it doesn't seem genuine. You
got to try some stuff, man. At a point, he's at the point where he.
I look at like Wiz. Like, I guess not every single thing Wiz did hit, but most of them did.
Most of them did.
He was someone that too. He used to talk like he was like my thing is like I'll do the record, and he's like, and then projects for the fans.
Yes,
so like his major release could be a little more commercial, but then the fans get Taylor Alderdice and Cushion Orange Juice and all the good shit.
Right.
I fuck with that.